Yo, what's up guys, Draconi here for another Dragonball Legends video. We had today this special message from uh, the team, Dragonball Legends team 2026. I'm not gonna react to this because I already watched the thing. I had other things to do at the time, and but this is more about yeah, what's coming next. We are getting a Daima festival. This is kind of, I think this is then considered the after party here with Daima. Um, So what did they announce? So we getting a Zenkai for this Super Saiyan Goku Mini. Then they also announced a new equipment for Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So this is really nice. I think this were basically all the things that were really important here. But yeah, Daima Campaign. Um, by the way, gonna test this guy out. I have him. I don't have him unfortunately. I'm gonna test this guy out, probably try it on Friday when I have time for it. I'm a bit more busy the next few weeks, but yeah, I'm gonna test this guy in PvP. I have to figure out what team I'm gonna do, but yeah. Um, this guy, I wish I had him so I can test him, but yeah. And then Daima Goku, as soon as I have him Zenkai 6, like every other Zenkai character. But yeah, this is mostly about the next step being Daima here. So more about what could we potentially get next. Now, next week is going to be a left character. We know this. I would be surprised if we don't get a left next week. When it comes to the lefts, Daima doesn't have a lot of options. We both got the adult version of Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, so this is already here. Um, so there are only, I think, three options, which one of them being Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and then Goma as the last one. Um, Now, I personally don't think it's going to be Mini Super Saiyan 4 because obviously the other version is the most hyped one, but I think the second most hyped one is the Mini version. So I think they're going to save up the Mini version for a more important or more special moment. So it leads to two characters then, which being Goma and Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta. Um, I personally, because I'm broke when it comes to CC, would lean into Goma because then I can skip this guy. Um, but I think the most likely thing is Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Now there are obviously two tags that are, I would say, the most relevant when you look at this guy. One of them being Vegeta Clan, and the other thing being obviously Daima. Um, When it comes to Daima, now we're getting equipment for these two guys, and we're getting Zenka for these guys. So technically, you kind of have a team already, but the question is, who is gonna stay here as, I would say, the core of the team? I mean, this guy's gonna be core. This is 100%. But these two guys are not gonna be so good that the new LF character is not gonna stay here on the field. Um, So, question is, who's leaving here? And I'm actually gonna say they're probably gonna remove this guy from the team and bring us a purple mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. This is what I think they're gonna do. Um, Also, and this is gonna be a bit scary, maybe not this week, but next week when the PvP resets. Expect these guys to be in a higher boost and maybe be back. Especially this guy is gonna be annoying. So I really hope he is so bad that this guy can just straight up kill him every single time. That's just my hope, so that I don't have to see this guy. I hate Majin Ku more than anything. Um, for those who have seen my top 5 most hated and most liked characters, you know who number one is. But anyway, yeah, I think these two guys with a purple would make the most sense. It would fit the color. Really, I mean, this guy definitely needs purple protection if he is gonna be a good unit in this meta. We have the other Super Saiyan, Ultra Super Saiyan for Goku running around with Gogeta running around. Technically this guy, so we have done 3 greens. We definitely need a purple. At this point we have a bunch of greens. We need a purple unit. This guy is obviously going to protect the purple unit for yellows, and then the purple unit is going to protect this guy. So this is my personal prediction for this. Could also be a purple Goma, but I think it's probably Vegeta because I'll be honest with you guys. I've rarely ever talked about Daima, specifically the anime. I think many people don't really care about Goma. I mean, he was just this character who got a buff and then fight everybody. He was, in terms of character himself, he's like almost as boring as Jiren is, man. he, he's the taller version of Jiren with infinite stamina. That's what this guy is. No one is gonna care. We obviously gonna. I hope we're gonna get a 1% sparking with this because Daima needs more character options. Could be a Piccolo, honestly, mini Piccolo or an adult Piccolo. Although Piccolo just, I guess the most annoying thing for me about Daima, they took Piccolo with them for doing nothing. Nothing. We go into the demon realm. This is where Namex originated, and they didn't do anything with Piccolo. And their one job, and this guy had one job in this whole arc, he fumbled. Ku had to do the job, bro. Ku. Like Piccolo and Daima was a disappointment. I don't know why they even brought him with them. They could have just left him there. When I said this from the start. When I hear they're gonna make everyone small, bring Goten and Trunks, for God's sake. And no, they excluded them for the trip, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, mini Super Saiyan 3 mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. They could technically do a mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I think a mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku who revives into Super Saiyan 4 is also a very cool thing they could do. But I don't think they're gonna do that now. I'm leaning more with the. I'm specifically leaning towards the Super Saiyan 2 reviving into Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Because when we look at the next team, which is Vegeta Clan, um, they don't have a horrible lineup. Like Super Vegeta and Gogeta here are not a terrible lineup. By the way, the reason I'm not counting this guy, I mean technically, actually you could even depending how they want to do this, and if they give him actually like if they make a mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta with equal stats, you could actually have a Vegeta Clan 1A 1B team, which I think is actually kind of fun to have that they would if they would do this, like a blast based version with these two guys or strike based version with these two guys. They could do that, and it's the exact same color. So if they're gonna do this guy purple, remove this guy. This guy sucks. But yeah, if they bring a revival purple, this would be great, especially for this duo here, because this team had here these two together at no safety. So a purple reviving character would bring safety here. If they're gonna, and also I think he probably gonna be more strike oriented simply because of this guy, and I think everybody here is more strike based. Like these three are more strike based, so although I think he can be both, but most likely strike based. But I would prefer mixed, actually, making equal strike and blast. This guy could technically also be use strike, but he's more of a blast character, so no, it would be really cool. I think Daima again is a good choice they did. Because when I looked at the potential LF Zenkais, I didn't make a video about it because I didn't want to. This would have been 5 minutes, maybe not even maybe five. But predicting the LF characters, and if you look at the non-Zenkais, the most likely ones here would have been maybe one of those three. This is what most people predicted. One of these three getting a Zenkai. Dude, I hated every option of these here. I hated this option in particular the most, than this guy because he's pairing up with the blue Gohan. If he gets another good hybrid member, we are in a problem, guys. Gohan on hype, this puny little shit on hybrids is tearing my Super Saiyan 4 Goku apart. I'm not kidding. you have to draw enough blue cards, and as soon as the buff removal is gone, he one-shots Goku. Like, this guy on hybrids is still definitely the best character in the game. On hybrids specifically, but the team is not that great, so it's compensating a bit for each other. So um, if he had actually good band members, especially with this guy revival, bro, more safety that you can't cancel would be oof. The only good thing about this guy is he would be a purple, because we need purples in this game desperately. But nah, I'm actually glad they're going with Daima and this guy as a Zenkai. Also, he's potentially, just maybe, but he has the highest chance for it. You remove this character from the game. Remove this guy. Shouldn't exist. To that of Gohan. Both throw him in the trash bin and kick this guy 4 miles beyond and let him destroyed by every single. Let him get destroyed by Zeno himself. I don't care. This guy needs to go. This guy is horrible for the game. Always has been. Always will be. Um, but yeah, great Zenkai choice. Equipment for these guys perfectly. I didn't even think they would even do something like that. Um, they said it's mostly gonna be damage and damage guard, which is fine. Because if we look at, for example, this guy in particular, I have an open here already. His kit is pretty much a new philosophy kit, I would say. Like, he's not crazy strong in 15 different areas. He has one kind of way he wants to be played. He's coming in, burst, 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 switch out, coming later, burst, 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 and that's basically how he is. And he has not like insanely high cover. He has 5 timer counts on entry, 5 timer counts, I think, with the green. Yeah, like real shot cover, just coming in, bursting. I think this guy is actually a really good character. That it was just unfortunate that he released right before the new game philosophy. So with damage got introduced to the game, because he has reduced damage received here. And with damage guard getting here, he did no damage. Like, I used this guy against Kalka and Goku, bro. He did nothing. So I think for this guy, and also the fact that he is Daima Mini Kusenkai was argued as good as him or even better, this was also a sad thing. I think especially at part 1 of Anniversary, Daima Goku was definitely better than this guy. So he had a really unfortunate release, bro. I would say, but um, and also this guy, he has annoying traits, card sealing, um, buff removal, just like Gohan. Annoying things. When I say Gohan, I mean the yellow one. But I think the fact that, again, he is extremely Daima restricted. This is one thing I like about this guy. He's indestructible is Daima restricted, so you need 2 Daima battle members. So you're running these 3 together. Otherwise, he would be way worse. I would even say he might be Super Saiyan 4 Goku fruit if he wasn't restricted to Daima. But um, him not having the extra heal for Majin Ku, if people are not running Majin Ku with this guy, you will notice the difference. Like, he was the most problematic thing about this guy was that these 2 ran together. Without this guy, I think this trio will be good, but not as toxic, because no paralyze. His last man standing can be obviously screw up for most units. Especially, I think a unit like Super Vegeta. Oh, this is not gonna be fun for Super Vegeta. Uh, yeah, some red characters will get issues with this guy, but um, oh god, Red Zamasu, holy. Last man standing, this guy comes up and Zamasu's in there. Pray. All you can do is pray. No, but yeah, basic to end this. Love that they're putting Daima. I hope these guys are gonna be relevant. I hope this guy's not gonna be relevant, and I hope the next character's not Vegeta because I'm broke. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about Daima being the next campaign. Um, and what do you think the next LF character is going to be? I mean, there are only 3 options. And see you guys either on Friday, if I make a PvP video, or next week when they're going to review the LF character. So yeah, have a nice day.